With Martin Zubimendi set to join Arsenal, it begs the question, what are Real Madrid playing at? How are they letting these players escape? It's a very interesting one because if you haven't heard the news, Arsenal are set to sign Zubimendi. He's reportedly in London for his medical, and we all know that 9 times out of 10 this is a formality. And barring some miraculous turn of events where he fails his medical, well, he wouldn't have passed it for Real Madrid anyway, would he? So I think we can safely say that that ship has well and truly sailed. So what are Real Madrid missing out on? We're missing out on a player who can play a progressive pass. Anyone who's watched Martin Zubimendi knows that the majority of his passes go forward. He's adventurous, he takes risks, he carries the ball forward. He is a modern midfielder. And when you look at the profile of midfielders that Real Madrid have got, it's intensity, yes, it's workhorses, but there's not a lot of technical ability. We've talked about this in the past. Bellingham, okay, fine, he's got technical ability coming out of his ears, but he doesn't have the work rate of a modern midfielder, which, unless he's coached by Xabi Alonso, doesn't look set to change. So you've got a bunch of players there who do not have that profile, who cannot play that modern style of football, and it's killing us on the field, because you look at those players and you think, who's recycling the ball? Who's playing the ball out to the wings quickly? Who's playing those incisive passes into our lightning fast forwards to set them off? And it's no one. When was the last time you saw Valverde play an effective through ball? It's so rare, and you're praying for that needle in a haystack moment which never ever comes. Martin Zubimendi was exactly the profile of footballer that we could have benefited from having, because think about it like this. Last season, it got to a point that the fans were clamouring for Dani Ceballos, a player who spent most of his Real Madrid career either on the bench or on the treatment table, a player that most fans wanted out the door, a player that Real Betis wouldn't fork out a couple of extra quid to take him off the books last summer. You had all of those reports, Real Madrid play so much better with Dani Ceballos in the team. He plays the ball forward, he's a controller, he's got the mentality. That's the standard that we had. That's what we needed. That's what we were forced to do to have something remotely coherent. And you've got the chance here to get Martin Zubimendi, a player who would love to play for his idol, Xabi Alonso, a player who was available for, by modern standards, quite a modest amount. 60 million euros is what Arsenal are going to pay for his services. And yet he's gone. That ship sailed. Now, on to the next one. Milos Kerkez looks set to join Liverpool. This was one of the worst kept secrets in world football. We've known this for a while. And yet, why weren't Real Madrid interested? You've got Álvaro Carreras that Real Madrid have been chasing all summer. And you think to yourself, was anyone else actually interested in him? Where was the queue of teams lining up to take this incredible 50 million euro rated left back? Even Man United, who've got the ability to sign him for a fraction of the cost, they haven't even got a left back, and they turn their nose up at the chance to do that. What does that tell you? It tells you that we're going after a player that Europe's elite really aren't bothered by. They're not interested in the slightest. And then contrast that with the likes of Milos Kerkez, and you've got Liverpool, who are hammering down the door to get him over the line. You've got Man City interested. These are elite football sides. They've seen something. They want the player in. They're willing to pay the money. And it looks like they're going to get him. He's Premier League proven, and they've signed themselves a real gem. And what have we got? We've still got Fran Garcia and a guy who can't keep himself fit for 2 games in a row, if that. I really do think that we need to consider the planning at Real Madrid and the people in charge, because it's a bit worrying to me that we're allowing these market opportunities to get away from us. But let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you did enjoy this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Take care.